Alright, hello out there. This is DayTraderRockStar for watch list for Wednesday, May 14th. I got an interesting list for you today. Some very interesting stocks and a couple cross currents in the market I want to look at right now. I'm going to start off with the S&P 500, the SPX. As you see, I posted a chart on DayTradingRadio.com. I think it was late yesterday. I said, watch this 1405 area for resistance, and as you see, when I said that, well, we had a classic trend line here, and we broke down out of the trend line here. And what you want to do, we saw actually a lot of activity right around this trend line. We pulled up to it, we pulled off of it, now we pulled right back up to it. So this is the area I said, all right, yesterday, watch this 1405. We pulled back off of it, and we started rallying back up here. Now, as a stock rises back up, so does the trend line move up. So there's no reason why we can't actually follow this trend line back up. I mean, that would be a good trade. It would be actually pretty good for the market if we could do that. So we're going to watch that. But now, this is off of a trend line break. Now, trend line break, you always see a trend line break, and there's always a pattern within a pattern here. So I want to show you this pattern that's actually showing up for me, and I think we got to actually keep a good eye on it here, because what if I take this here and I put this resistance support line right down here. We have actually a nice little support we came down to right around this area. All right, and then what I want to do is I want to take a look at this little line here. I want to take a look at this little line here. And I want to take a look at this little line up here. And you can see we have a nice head and shoulders formation forming with a neckline right down a previous support right back here, around 1385. So we also want to keep an eye on this. We can't get above yesterday's high, or actually yesterday's high, around 1406. We could see some weakness, and if we come down and retest this neckline here and we break through it, then this is definitely a pattern we want to watch out for. But you know what? Overall, I'm feeling a little more bullish on this market, so I'm gonna be a little more positive on this market and look for some good things tomorrow. All right. Again, that's exactly what the 30-minute chart looks like on the daily chart here. I know it's not that clear. I'm going to turn it up. We're still holding that 20-period moving average right here. We're actually being squeezed right between the 20 and the 200-period moving average. Again, if we can make a higher high tomorrow, this could give us a good attempt to rally up towards the recent highs here and maybe make a move higher here. So that's looking good. But also kind of works well with this is the the NASDAQ composite, and you can see here we have a nice little consolidation here. If I look at the 30-minute chart on this one, you could just zoom out just a little. You can see there's just a nice little pop here, and if we get higher on the NASDAQ composite, this might have enough power to lift us. So any action tomorrow morning and get us above this, we could get a nice little rally out of the NASDAQ. So we'll watch for this too. We could actually get a nice little rally up to that, towards that 25 area. We close this gap up here. So things are looking pretty good on the comp. So let's take a look at some stocks I have up for you. First one, these are some new ones, so I'm glad if you've been watching my buys on the radio, notice I've been picking up some Hewlett Packard today. I picked up some more Yahoo. Things worked out really well for that. Picked up some other stocks. I'm looking at this one tomorrow. Looking at some Qualcomm. We have embedded stochastics here, and we have a nice consolidation right on the 20-period moving average, and it just looks interesting right here. So I'll be watching this, watching for Qualcomm to make a move tomorrow. If we could break above actually today's or yesterday's highs, which would be 44.78. So watch the 44.78 area. And then you just want to also pay attention to the 44.85 area. But 44.78 should get us going on Qualcomm. There's one for you. Again, I've put this one on my watch list for the last 2 weeks. I said keep an eye on Honeywell. Honeywell is approaching a major breakout here. If we zoom out on the daily chart, you'll see we have a year-long consolidation. And we got to keep an eye on this. Even I know some people took some positions. You're probably in some good positions here. Watch that 62.30 area. That 62.30 is getting up there. Stochastic starting to turn up. Again, this Honeywell could lift it with the markets tomorrow. I do expect maybe to see some action in Honeywell if we do break and start to rally in the markets tomorrow. So definitely keep that one on your list. Alright, here's some good ones I haven't touched in a while. I traded this one in a couple weeks ago. It's starting to shape up now. This is AMR. And we see this nice falling wedge pattern. And a falling wedge is a very powerful pattern. I'm starting to like this. It's looking good. I also like JetBlue down at these levels. And we're just in this, so I'd watch this $9 area, see if we could actually rally out of this downward trend line. And first, look for 9.10 tomorrow to give you some strength, to maybe power out of this. I think we're going to have some oil news for these to move. You know, the oil is going to have to start moving down lower for these. But I think once oil starts moving down, we could break out of these downward trend lines in the airlines and really start making some good headway up. So these are actually really good bottoming patterns here. This falling wedge is looking good. And I think there's some good profit opportunities coming up in the airlines. That and JetBlue. I'm not going to show you the JetBlue chart, but you know I got in JetBlue a couple days ago. Here we go, and I'm also another falling wedge pattern here on Starbucks, and we're actually right down near the bottom of this pattern here, around 1550. So this is actually looking pretty cheap here. Stochastics are oversold here. Things are looking pretty good. I like the gap up here at 1750, or a little. I would watch for some strength tomorrow, going above the 1610 tomorrow, 1610 on Starbucks, and I'm actually thinking of adding to my position on Starbucks. I actually hold a little Starbucks here. Another one that I was interested in today, and I'm just going to go on a limb here, and a lot of people won't see the pattern. I'm just saying that this one's starting to smell good to me. And again, I just watched the $11 area. If we could break above this recent high here on the Flextronics, it's just something about it. It's just catching my attention. I'm going to just keep it on my keep it on my watch list. Set a watch list alert for $11, and then we're going to see what happens to this one. Just something out there. It's just catching my interest on that one. And another good one here. I was looking to pick up. Nice triangle pattern here. Bank of America looks very cheap down here around 35.50, where we have a lower, a lower trend line support from this triangle pattern. Again, stochastic getting down into an area which we don't very often challenge down here. So I'm actually going to think of scaling in here tomorrow at some time. I'm going to watch the overall markets, see if we can hold these patterns, and if we can hold them, I think we might see some moves in Bank of America soon. So I think that's going to be it for tonight. There's some other ones on my list, but you'll have to just tune in tomorrow. I have a whole list in front of me. I just want to make sure this gets out to everyone. After hour summary, Applied Materials trading up 1.7%, and Whole Foods market trading down 8% on earnings. And some other things are going out there. Just have to do your good research. So I'll see everyone in the markets tomorrow. DayTradingRadio.com. I'm DayTraderRockStar. Come on by from 8:30 to 4 o'clock every day. Call in the market as I see it. And that's all I am. Have a good night, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.